I feared for my life, so I shot this person. Well, don't tell me that we don't have a right to defend ourselves. This man is attacking.
You have a right to defend yourself. I don't think you had the right to defend yourself in the manner that you did at that particular time.
The man hit me. The man threatened to kick my ass.
He did not hit you.
Yes, he did.
He did not hit you.
Yes, he did. And it's on video.
My view of the facts is he did not hit you. And you had many options. Help, I'm being attacked, everyone else in this McDonald's.
I did. That's
That
basically
is
what
not what the
I may not have
evidence
used
says
that
you said.
exact
You
word.
didn't use anything close to those words.
Yes, I did.
You got back in his face. You said back to him the same exact things
No,
that
I
he was
didn't.
saying to you.
No, I didn't.
That's his testimony.
That's his testimony, but
Right.
that's not true. My problem is that I'm still not getting the information that I want. Again, there's 911 calls not being released, okay? That's my third issue.
Well, that's one of the things I got to address by August 26th. Because the 911 call information has information redacted off of that.
That's correct.
So I'm trying to figure that out.
That's correct. That's my third issue.
Yeah.
The 911 calls, the witness statement. There's also been some other witnesses that Officer Kerrigan has spoke to that's not being identified. In his police report, Kerrigan speaks on page 3 or 4, I can't remember exactly which page it is, that he spoke to an old man. He refers to him as an old man. Spoke to him. This old man followed me into the restaurant and sat right next to me the entire time. And Officer Kerrigan spoke to him. Officer Kerrigan has not released the witness statement of this old man.
I don't think there is a witness statement of anyone else other than the witness statements you already have.
I'm just letting you know.
I don't have a witness statement from any other person at McDonald's, and I don't have any other identifying information. If I did, I would have given them to you already.
I'm just letting you know that if you look at his police report, it's like on page 3 or 4, he speaks at the third paragraph or so that he met and spoke to an old man, okay? If you follow my YouTube page, you will see pictures of this old man, okay? On one of my videos, I have a lot of information and videos and pictures of inside McDonald's, of who was there and doing what. When I say I know what happened, I'm telling you, Mr. Eastman, I know exactly what I was doing, when I was doing it, and how I was doing it. What electronic devices I had, what I was doing with them, okay? The old man is in there, the video is in there, the pictures are in there.
I don't doubt he's in there.
And it's
I don't
date
know
stamped.
who he is.
And Officer Kerrigan spoke to him.
I don't doubt that Officer Kerrigan spoke to him. But I don't know who he is.
Okay, well, let's just say issue number 4, his identity.
But you have, I mean, at least you could hire somebody to try to help you identify who that person is, especially if you have video of the person that you can give to a private investigator so they can try to find that person.
I'm just going to show it to the jury, exactly what happened and what was said and how it was said and how it was done. You have your point of view.
Yeah, right.
I actually have video and picture, and they don't lie about what happened inside McDonald's. That's another person that spoke to Officer Kerrigan and yet has not been identified, but yet gives a statement, but there's no witness statement to support what Officer Kerrigan said he heard the old man say. He just refers to him as, I spoke to an old man, and this is what he told me.
Right.
This old man said...
Evidence about an old man.
I'm just saying that it's in the police reports. He was spoken to, he made a statement, witness, and Officer Kerrigan has not provided that information. You know the issues that I have and what I'm still looking for. That's issue number 4.
I'm just letting you know that you might have to do your own work to try to find the answers to those questions, because I don't have any identifying information about the people that you're referring to.
I am going to provide my own pictures and videos to support my point of view. I don't really need to hire an investigator. I don't really care who he is. I'm going to show what was going on inside McDonald's with my own videos and pictures.
Sure.
And they're all date stamped and verifiable as far as exactly what happened. Here's the thing. Here's one of the last issues. There's 16 high-definition cameras on site in McDonald's. Where's the other 14?
No, if the police didn't take them, they probably don't exist.
Okay. Second, the same thing with the videos.
I mean, that happens all of the camera angles. They get the camera angles that actually show something. They ask to have those cameras recorded for them. And then whatever happens to the other ones depends on when that particular entity decides to erase their videos. I don't know when that happens.
Well, it's interesting that when I went back to McDonald's and I counted how many cameras on the inside of the dining room, 6 inside cameras, and you can only produce one that is highly edited, that shows absolutely barely nothing.
That was apparently the best angle that they could find.
State that it's been edited for time, 3:45 to 4 o'clock. I was there at 3:15 to 3:20. Where's the rest of the 20 to 30 minutes that I was there? The framework is framed in such a manner that you barely see anything. Again, it's trimmed in the frame width, it's trimmed in the time, and it's edited with pixel resolution as well as darkened in with what we call airbrush technology, or just airbrushing in the dark areas where you can't see the 2 other women that are there with their children. You can barely see the female employee. There are areas that are darkened in. This is 4 o'clock in the afternoon in a McDonald's. It is extremely high lit, extremely illuminated, windows all over the place, and yet the interior at a certain point at certain tables are airbrushed and dark. Any indicators that this DVD security camera has been edited and corrupt. And as when I leave the building, there is a round shiny disc that pops up, and you can actually see where the person who is making those edits is saving those changes to the edited security camera. I pressed charges against Shawn Calderon for assaulting me, and I've got plenty of evidence to show exactly what he said and did. Even with the edited DVD, I can show he shoulder blocked me, and freeze that job is to defend myself the best that I can, collect as much information as I can, and focus on exactly what the details and the facts are. I already know that at this time, after 2.5 years, there's a lot of reasons why it's been 2.5 years and we still can't get it in a jury in front of the court and all that stuff after 2.5 years.
Oh, I've had cases that have taken 4 years before they got to jury.
Right, and that's a typical stall tactic.
No,
it is very typical. It's very
I'm
typical.
not interested in stalling at all.
You don't have a case, so the next thing you know, you want to drag it out 4 years, and then the evidence gets lost, and all the paperwork gets
That's
lost.
not
All
true.
the
That's not true. A new day.
that's only
I would have been
one
fine
day.
with 2 weeks later, but the court, because of its calendar, had to put it all the way out until November. I didn't have any control over that.
Issues, it's 2.5 years, and we're still going.
Yeah, which is
There's
when
no
a municipal,
excuse for it.
Yes, there is. When there's a municipal case first, so you've got to wait for the municipal court to have time on its schedule to have a trial there. Then you decide to appeal the municipal case.
Time out. Okay, I know where you're going with that. I'm not going to buy it. Okay, there are many people who are very familiar with how this system works. It doesn't take 4 months after this incident happens to even get arrested. You wait 4 months.
Sometimes it does.
Okay, well then, let's just play the calendar game here. 4 months after this incident, I get arrested. Okay, a year after I get arrested, you get around to mailing a citation to me. It takes a year to mail a citation to me. Then it takes another 6 months after that to get it into the initial trial, and then another year after that. We
6
on
months
this
is pretty good, actually, to get from the time of citation to the time of trial.
As we can see in this particular municipal courthouse here, it's not that busy. There's not that many cases. You can play the calendar game with me, and you can try to justify it all day long. There are many people who understand it doesn't take, in a small town as this, 2.5 years, 4 months to arrest somebody, that only if you want to create a smoke screen, only if you want to get
No,
into
I
a certain
completely
area.
disagree with that. I intentionally tried to delay a case because I didn't want to try it. It's just that that happens. The judge here is part-time. He's not here full-time. We don't try cases every single day.
That's
we
my
try
point.
cases once a week.
That's my point, because
So
it's
it
not
takes
that
6
busy.
months.
No, it's because it's not that busy. You don't have that many cases. That's my
But we
whole
have
point.
enough cases. Consequently, it takes 6 months to schedule stuff. Then so many cases are at the circuit court level, and appeals of municipal cases are at the bottom of importance compared to crimes, compared to capital crimes. They can take a really long time before that case actually goes to trial. It's not because I'm trying to delay it.
It's a typical tactic that
I'm telling you,
happens.
I'm not trying to delay this.
It's just the facts. It's
It's
just,
not the facts here. I'm not trying to delay this case.
the fact of the matter is, it's been 2.5 years. The fact of the matter, it's just a calendar game.
I've still been litigating OWIs 5 years after the citation was issued.
And I bet you it's because
I'm not happy about that.
I bet it's because the person's standing up and fighting back. The person, whoever you're prosecuting, has enough information and evidence to prove that it didn't happen.
No, because if he's got that much information and he gives it to me, I'm going to dismiss the case.